Hello, everyone. This is Sister Sunday Anderson. I teach Family 110. So excited to get to know you this block. It goes so quickly. I know that's one comment students say to me all the time is like, I wish this was like a full semester rather than a block course. And I understand that because everything that we learned, you're doing to double time. And so it's like, oh, this is just a one credit class, but it's pretty intense for the 7 weeks that we're together. And I really want to communicate and connect with you in a way that you can feel. And so I try to make videos. I also, my favorite way of communicating with students is giving feedback, personal feedback on your assignments. And so I want to make sure that you know how to do that. It's the first thing I want to show you. So I am in my Canvas account and not in student view. So it may look a little different, but the way that I make sure that I have all of my things set up so that I can get what you give to me and you can get what I give to you is by going to your account in your Canvas and clicking on the notifications button. Like I said, it may look a little different, but this is how you know. So I communicate every week with at least 2 announcements. So want to make sure that yours is set up to notify immediately so that you know, like these announcements are important, right? So um, if you stay on top of that, you'll know what's going on. And then also the submission comment. This one, assignment, submission comment, please make sure that this is turned on so that you're notified immediately when I give you feedback. We can go back and forth more easily than sending even messages in Canvas or email. You can email me. I'm happy to get emails and I'm happy to get Canvas messages. It's just this is going to let me know immediately that you've sent me something and immediately when I've sent you something. Sometimes I use media clips, and so it'll be in the same place that you'll be able you'll get, a notification. Oh, I've got something from my instructor. I want to see what she has to say. Hopefully you do. This is where I feel like I can personally connect and give insight, as well as those announcements. We're going to have a live class in week 6. That's always really wonderful. You can be starting now to think about as you're reading through the course material, questions you have about marriage. I am recording this message to you from my therapy office that I work at in Utah. I see about 15 couples and individuals a week, and I do BYU Idaho as something that I love doing. My favorite thing that we do in this class is in week 2, so coming up really quickly, the family of origin paper. This is worth 25% of your grade, and in my opinion, like it can't be replaced. To look at how you grew up, the relationship that your parents had, and how it may affect or does affect your marriage or your future marriage. Huge. A couple other things about the course that I just wanted to make note of. I'm just using an old syllabus here, but the textbook is one that you'll be able to access online, but if you prefer to take notes, you can buy a paper copy from the bookstore. Another way to get around that is to screenshot and put those into your notes. You're going to be writing a journal entry every week where you process what we've gone through. It's a great place to like keep notes so that when you are reviewing for the final exam, that'll be your study guide. There's no official study guide, so personal feelings and aha moments, things that you learned that you want to remember. Those are important. Self-disclosure. I am a mandated reporter, so if you report some kind of abuse that's going on currently in your life, I'm required to report that. So this is like intimate partner violence or child abuse that's going on. So if you are concerned about that, you can, kind of edit what you share with me or be vague. It's also very and I would say it's encouraged to share your true response. I am a therapist. I'm not your therapist. We don't have a therapeutic relationship. So you can read the self-disclosure and decide for yourself when you're writing these very personal papers like the family of origin paper, what you'd like to share and how much you'd like to share. In this course, we have a policy that once the assignment is supposed to be submitted, which is always, right before midnight on Wednesday or Saturday, if it doesn't happen, then there's an automatic, you can see right here, an automatic 30% reduction per day will be given to late assignments. So you can see that by the third day, about Tuesday, if it was a Saturday, your assignment is worth like no points. I feel like if you're willing to try to get that in by that third day deadline, I will move some of those, I will reward some of those points back because 1% isn't worth your time. But I like this whole, like, it's 7 weeks, like there's not time to get behind. So it's really here to help you. If you have some kind of situation that's like, somebody died, or um, you have to travel unexpectedly for an emergency, let me know beforehand. I'm really happy to adjust those dates for you, but it becomes very cumbersome on both ends if that late work isn't submitted. The discussion boards in this course, it's like a free group therapy. Like we're learning together. I comment the first week. I'm going to try to get to everyone, and then the next weeks sometimes we don't do discussion boards, but if we're doing them, I'm trying to follow and to comment, and it's so validating to you and to our classmates when you go back and read what people have written to you. It's like everybody knows that a discussion board, you post to two people and then you call it good, but it can be more than that. So I would invite you to teach one another. It's one of the BYU Idaho learning module model. I think learning model is what it's called. But it's like how the Savior taught. How Jesus Christ taught was by sharing experiences and people giving their hearts to Him. And so we can do that in our course in a beautiful way. I know we're running out of time. You probably have already stopped listening to me. If there are any concerns in this course, please reach out to me. I want you to feel connected. I love students that reach out. It's hard for me to connect with students in an online way, and it's hard for students to connect at the same time. But if you don't try, you won't feel connected. If you try, I'm going to do everything that I can for you to feel connected. I just want to bear my testimony at the beginning of this course about the power of relationship. It is through intimate relationships, including marriage, especially marriage, that we can come to know ourselves and to know our dependence and our need for the Savior Jesus Christ. He is the ultimate marriage counselor. He knows the wounds, the unmet needs that each of us bring into our relationships. And so if we can include him in our study and in our desires as we contemplate the material and try to incorporate it into our lives, there will be several opportunities to do that. I know that he can be the one who teaches you even more than I can. So thanks for being a part of the course. Looking forward to meeting you all this coming week.